Hey everybody, happy Wednesday, October 4th. Um, this is kind of late for me. I actually was at it's called the Powder Puff game. Um, the freshman girls play the sophomore girls, the junior girls play the senior girls in flag football, and then they kind of the winners of those who battle it out. Um, I was actually only there because my daughter, daughter number three, look at that, third down, number three, volunteered to be one of the um, yard markers or chain holders. I don't know what they call those guys, but basically they mark the downs, um, and it got kind of long. But anyway, um, I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna look at two or three stocks, and then eventually I'll get into my health because I've commented to a couple of people of how this past um, weekend and the beginning of the week weren't the greatest for me. Um, I'm recovering, um, so that's good news. But regardless, so I don't know if it's familiar to you, but there's a saying that says close only counts in hand grenades, and horseshoes. Um, this is the 3 month chart of the SPY. Um, we were bullish today, but if you look at the past 2 days, we didn't even go. Did we come up to the open yesterday? Let's see here. Yesterday, which is Tuesday, um, we opened at 425.06. Today's high, 425.43. So we did pop above yesterday's high, but we didn't close above it. Now, getting to those only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. I'm going to put the 200-day SMA. Let's see what color. Let's color it green. So there's the 200-day SMA. Yesterday we came close to it, didn't touch it. Today we came close and didn't touch it. I don't think, and this closed before yesterday's open, I don't think that those are bullish signs. I don't think that we're ready to turn yet. Another thing that you can look at is the green versus red bars or volume bars. You know, we had quite a bit of volume on this red day, quite a bit of volume on this red day. So the volume is muted. I'm still bearish. This week has been playing wait get short right before the 9 a.m. Central or 10 a.m. Eastern reversal. And those have seemed to have been working well for me. I did it today, even though we were green. If you look at today's 5-minute, and let me draw the 5-minute high and the 5-minute low. You know, we came out of the gate bullish, chopped around here. I think I entered on this candle. I'd have to check. Let me go check. The day opened 418 put. 8:55 and 29 seconds, which is 9:55. So yeah, like I said, this candle, I made profit here on this drop. I got mad, tried to reshort it when we hit up in here. I wasn't quick enough and the thing reversed on me. I should have got out here when I was green, but did not. Now, if you look at this chart, so these are no signals. It's not, this candle is not completely above the 5-minute high. Neither is this one. We can look at Google as well. This candle is not a trigger because this high, 421.94, is higher than this low of 421.91. This is the candle that triggers on the 5-minute app. But if you notice, and here's again, you know, your 9 o'clock. Well, your 10 o'clock Eastern reversal. And then 10:30 is where we hit our low and then break through the 5-minute, chop around the 5-minute high, come back down and test the 5-minute low, and then we're kind of up to the races. I truly believe that this is rate driven. The 10-year odds are is going to see 5% this year, probably sooner rather than later. The 30-year, I think was pushing 7.75, which seems crazy to me. For those of new home buyers, I don't remember when I refinanced my house, but I got sub 3%. And now to think that the rates have more than doubled on a 30-year fixed mortgage seems crazy to me. So I said 3 stocks, and I'm going to make it 4. So here's XOM, which continues to be a short. If you look at the 10 over the 20, no, the 10 below the 20, I know someone asked me yesterday about, or told me yesterday about XOM chopping around. And that happens a lot when you get these big red candles. Big red candle, then we consolidate, we drop again. So I think this chart is still bearish. I'm just trying to look for a level. Here's where we close, which is at this top. So it'll be interesting. I mentioned GOOG. GOOG is actually kind of bullish. We've been stair-stepping up, filled this gap. So we'll see. It'd be interesting to look back and see what caused this gap or what this huge sell-off and then gap down. 920 to 921. Maybe I'll look that up. The last stock that I want to look at is RTX. For those of you getting the emails from Alan, he called out 72 calls. I think it's quite extended. I'm not sure it's ready to reverse. I don't know about this trade. He's picking the 72 calls that expire in 2 days. So you have Thursday and Friday. If tomorrow RTX opens and it's a little bullish, I may join that trade. Now, the good thing is that we were sub 70 right here. Let me bring up the 5 minutes. You know, even though we sold off in the morning, we rose and ended above 70. Um, oh, it's still red for the day. 70s. Let's see, what do we open at? We open at 70.13 and we closed at 70.11. 70.12. I don't understand why. Well, probably because of the gap down. But if you just look at today, we basically sold off and then bulls came in and brought it back to where it opened. So like I said, if RTX opens green, I may consider joining those calls. If RTX gaps up, I'm not going to chase those 72 calls. When I first got the email, I think they were selling for $4 or $5. They're now up to 6 or 7. And that 70 line is a pretty significant number. You know, now the next target is 71. We break 71, now the next target is 72. When we were under 69, we had to get to 70. And I think that's why they were so cheap. And I know Alan has been pretty bullish ever since we broke 83 and then became sub 80. There was a news article a while back about the FAA looking into one of their engines, I thought, on their commercial planes. I don't think it had anything to do with their defense. I know Alan disagreed with that call, disagreed with the sell-off. So I think he's waiting for that bang, where everyone else realized that RTX is worth more than $70 a share. Maybe it's this week. I continue to play the SPY. I continue to play it, like I said, on the 5 minutes. And I continue to look for that 10 a.m. Eastern reversal. I hope this helps. I think that's all I have for the market. Like I said, I do believe it's rate driven. I believe interest rates are not going down anytime soon. And I have a feeling 5% on the 10-year treasury is going to happen sooner rather than later. So health-wise, I've been having issues with my heart. I don't know if it's like an AFib thing, but I'm on a heart monitor, which basically records to a phone. Starting Saturday, Sunday, Monday, I've had problems breathing. Like I couldn't catch my breath. You know, I'd wheeze kind of a lot. And a lot of it was psychological. You know, I'd kind of work myself up. My blood pressure probably would go up. My pulse would go up to 90, 100. And I say my blood pressure would go up because I don't have an Apple Watch. My daughter does, but it only does your heartbeat. It's one of the older ones. But I desperately need an iWatch sooner rather than later, basically to just be able to monitor my heart and make sure things are okay. So Monday afternoon, I had one of my attacks where I couldn't breathe, couldn't catch my breath. And like I said, my pulse was near 100. So I decided just to go into the ER. Not as serious as most people think the ER is. But for me, I was nervous about my heart because, like I said, I don't have a watch to check my EKG. I don't have a way to monitor how my heart's doing. I was fortunate that they dismissed me or they discharged me that night, even though it got kind of late. And like I said, I'm slowly recovering, trying to take it easy. If I do anything too strenuous, I'll fall back into that wheezing, not able to breathe thing. But it's kind of amazing on what that does to your body. It's almost like I feel like I don't have enough oxygen and therefore I'm tired more. I don't have as much energy. And like I said, if I don't take it easy, then I run into trouble. So thank you all for the kind wishes. Hopefully you guys are trading well. Reach out if you want to. I'll try. I'll try to chat and try not to be too busy looking after my kids, doing things with my kids, that sort of thing. So with that, have a great night. 2 more trading days this week. I'm actually thinking I'm leaning bearish. Like I said, I don't think today was a bullish call. I don't think it's a signal to start going long. Only because it was muted and because it was within this candle from yesterday. I think if the bulls wanted to step it up, they would have pushed this above, what is it? Open at 425. They would have pushed it above 425, and that didn't happen. So anyway, we'll talk to you guys later. Bye.